You've been lied to. The oil industry knew about climate change decades before you did. They didn't just ignore it, they actively covered it up. We're pulling back the curtain on one of the biggest scandals of our time, including greenwashing. It all started with an ad, a seemingly innocent plea for economic stability. But behind the smiling children and rosy forecasts lurked a sinister plot. This full-page ad bankrolled by the oil industry was the first shot in a war against the planet. They knew climate change was real, but their profits were at stake. So they chose greed over the future of humanity. It's like finding out your favorite superhero was actually a supervillain. Let's rewind back to 1970, where these companies hired top scientists to study the climate crisis, and the results were chilling. They knew that burning fossil fuels would lead to rising sea levels, extreme weather events, and the destruction of ecosystems. But instead of sounding the alarm, they launched a massive propaganda campaign to confuse and mislead the public. The oil industry funded fake think tanks, lobbied politicians, and launched an all-out assault on the truth. They created a massive propaganda machine and even manipulated the media to create doubt about the science. It was a playbook straight out of the tobacco industry's handbook. The goal? To sow doubt, create confusion, and delay action on climate change, and it worked. For decades we were divided on the issue while the planet burned. While the oil industry was busy crafting its web of deceit, our planet was paying the price. Rising sea levels, devastating storms, and record-breaking heat waves became the new normal. The health of millions was compromised by polluted air and water, and all the while the oil giants raked in billions in profits. Let's talk money. The oil industry is a cash cow, sucking billions out of our pockets while receiving billions in government subsidies. And where does that money go? Not into clean energy, but into more oil exploration and extraction. It's a vicious cycle that keeps us hooked on fossil fuels. Have you ever heard of greenwashing? Greenwashing is essentially slapping an eco-friendly sticker on something that's anything but. Oil companies are masters of this game. They've spent billions crafting an image of themselves as environmental champions, all while pumping out the very fuels that are destroying our planet. It's like a magician distracting you with a shiny object while they slip something else past your guard. They'll talk about investing in solar power, but ignore the massive expansion of their oil drilling operations. Or they'll boast about carbon capture technology while continuing to lobby against climate regulations. It's a cynical ploy to maintain their profits and public image without actually making significant changes. But the truth is finally coming out, and with it, a growing movement of people demanding change. We can't undo the damage done, but we can prevent it from getting worse. It's time to build a future powered by clean energy. The transition away from fossil fuels requires a multifaceted approach. While renewable energy like solar and wind power are crucial, they're not the only solutions. We need to invest in energy storage technologies like batteries to ensure a consistent power supply. Nuclear energy, often overlooked, can provide a stable baseload of electricity. Additionally, improving energy efficiency in homes, buildings, and transportation can significantly reduce our reliance on fossil fuels. It's about building a diverse energy mix that's clean, reliable, and affordable. This means supporting policies that incentivize innovation and investment in these areas, while holding the fossil fuel industry accountable for its actions. The road ahead is long, but the future is ours to shape. By demanding transparency, supporting renewable energy, and holding corporations accountable, we can create a world that's both prosperous and sustainable. Together, we can create a world where profit doesn't come at the expense of the planet. So, what is our role? How can we reduce our carbon footprint? Are there any ethical ways to invest in the energy sector? Share with us in the comment section. Let's build a community which supports our future, where our children can breathe clean air and drink clean water. Hope you found this video informative and a quick reminder of our responsibilities for our lovely planet. Please subscribe to this channel and join a community of fact-based thinking people.